This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam, a new podcast for engaged couples concerned about wedding planning and family expectations but want a stress-free, fun, and unforgettable wedding.
Hi, I'm Sal from After Hours Events of New England, the leader in making your wedding stress-free.
Hi, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions Disc Jockey Service. Experience the difference of a stress-free wedding with our extensive experience and the difference in quality.
Welcome to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Have you thought of getting married on Friday the 13th, or Halloween, or Super Bowl Sunday? If you don't think hosting your wedding on a particular holiday will affect the planning too much, and there aren't any religious exclusions, then go for it.
Many couples choose to avoid holding their weddings on holidays because of the concern that guests won't be able to attend due to long-standing travel plans or family events. By the time this edition is over, you'll learn dates in 2024 and 2025 to avoid.
With over 80 years of combined wedding experience and insider information, this is Stress-Free Wedding Planning with your hosts, Sal and Sam. A new podcast for engaged couples who are stressed about wedding planning and family expectations, but want to have a fun wedding. Listen now for revealing wedding insider secrets, tips, and strategy or lesson that you'll be able to implement for a stress-free wedding. Information that you just can't miss and may just change your life. Take the journey with us from worry and concern to a stress-free and unforgettable wedding day. The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Hi, I'm Sal from After Hours Events of New England, the leader in making your wedding stress-free.
Hi, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions Disc Jockey Service. Experience the difference of a stress-free wedding with our expert knowledge and the difference in quality. Learn more about our journey to help you with stress-free wedding planning in the trailer or pilot of this podcast.
In today's edition, if you're date conscious, we go over some dates that you might want to steer clear from, or maybe you don't care. Then you might just find these dates interesting. But first, if you have a question or concern, go now to Facebook and join us on our stress-free wedding planning community and ask away.
Your wedding date is your choice. If you don't think hosting your wedding on a particular holiday will affect the planning too much, and there aren't any religious exclusions, then go for it. Many couples choose to avoid holding their weddings on holidays because of concern that guests won't be able to attend due to long-standing travel plans or family events. Holiday weekends can also be more expensive for you because vendors, like venues, may be extra busy with other non-wedding events. Think New Year's Day or Christmas Eve. You may also want to steer clear of major sporting events like the Super Bowl or World Cup or big national or local events and the big Friday the 13th. So what are some of those dates, Sal? We're going to go through a nice list that we've put together. I combed all of the special dates for next year and all of the special dates for 2025, and I correlated a list. I sent it to you and you ripped it up and you said, I'm going to use my own.
So yeah, there's dates you really should consider possibly not having your wedding, such as New Year's Day. So New Year's Day may not work for most people because they have family obligations. They had travel plans. They did something on New Year's and now they need to get back. It may not be a good time. And what day does that fall on this coming year?
Well, 2024 is a Monday, January 1st, and 2025 is a Wednesday, January 1st.
So Tuesday of the following day is a work day. Thursday of the following day is a work day.
Yep.
So these are things you do want to consider when you're picking your date. What is next? Martin Luther King Jr. Day. What date does that fall on?
Monday, January 15th of 2024 and Monday, January 20th of 2025.
Again, that's where you're having an event on a Monday and everyone has to go back to work on a Tuesday. So you usually don't get the same crowd that you would normally get. And if people had that extended weekend, they may make plans.
They may do. If you do get it, because it is a national holiday now.
Yes.
So most people do get that day off.
They made extended plans. I have Saturday, Sunday, and now Monday off. I really don't want to go to a wedding. So the next one, Not a fan at all of doing it on this particular day, Super Bowl Sunday. There's so many reasons why not to do this, and the main reason is you're not going to have people paying attention to the wedding. They're going to be paying attention to their phones on what's happening in the Super Bowl, especially if it's two teams that a lot of people care about.
I actually had a wedding on Super Bowl Sunday, and one of the groomsmen asked me if I could update everybody on the score whenever anybody scored. Of course, I said no.
Yeah, unless if the couple says that they want that to happen, and I really don't suggest that because that really takes away from the couple.
Yep. And those dates are Sunday, February 10th, 2024. And if you're in Las Vegas, note, that's where the Super Bowl is going to be, so you might want to make plans for that. And Sunday, February 9th of 2025 is when Super Bowl Sunday is going to be in 2025, and that's going to be in New Orleans. So if you're in New Orleans, plan accordingly, because obviously it's going to be very busy in those towns on Super Bowl Sunday.
So another date gets us into February, which is Valentine's Day. Such a cliche.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. I know it's one way for the guys, especially, not to forget what day they got married, but there's nothing special about that.
No, there isn't. There really isn't.
It's like, just move past it.
And Valentine's Day on 2024 is going to be Wednesday, February 14th. And in 2025, it's going to be Friday, February 14th.
So 2024 doesn't even work because it's on a Wednesday.
That's right.
But next year following 2025, it does fall on a Friday, so it is possible.
Yep.
It is a possible thing to do. But again, I would suggest to stay away from that. So here's the next one. And this one's funny because it's probably a day you shouldn't use. But my sister-in-law actually used this day.
No kidding.
April Fool's Day.
Which is April 1st.
April 1st, exactly. So I think just obvious reasons why you shouldn't use this date.
How did the wedding go?
Oh, it went great. It was great. No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. But it was just kind of the jokes, the ones you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life.
So April Fool's Day will fall on Monday, April 1st of 2024. And April Fool's Day will fall on Tuesday, April 1st of 2025.
See, it works. They're weekdays. You're not going to do them anyway.
Yep.
All right. So here is a big date. You should never, ever do a wedding on a religious date, and that is Easter.
And that's all that needs to be said on that.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I don't know about you, Sam, but typically that weekend, because of Good Friday and because of Easter, DJs are usually off.
Yeah, I take that weekend off anyway. And next year, that falls on Sunday, March 31st of 2024 and Sunday, March 20th on 2025.
Now, talking about religion again, Ramadan is the very next one.
Stay clear.
Stay clear. So let's give those dates for everyone.
The evening of Sunday, March 10th, 2024 to sundown on Monday, April 8th, 2024. And for 2025, the evening of Friday, February 28th, 2025 through sundown on Saturday, March 29th, 2025.
Now, of course, it only affects that religion. So if you're not part of that religion, you don't have to really worry about it so much.
Except for the guests. If you know your guests celebrate Ramadan or honor Ramadan.
You want them there.
It's
not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Now, this is funny, and I'm going to mention this a little later when we get to June, but in May, Mother's Day, I find not a lot of people have weddings on Mother's Day.
It is rare, but there are occasions when I do ask for that. And I usually tell my clients, I'm not available.
My wife says so.
Yes, exactly. Mother's Day falls on Sunday, May 12th, 2024, and Sunday, May 11th of 2025.
So this next holiday is a holiday I know DJs are working heavy on that whole weekend.
I don't mind working this weekend.
Usually it's like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday type of thing here.
Yep.
So that's Memorial Day.
Yep.
Huge weekend. Usually people who plan ahead of time, letting the family know ahead of time, when this wedding's going to happen, that could be very successful.
Yeah, you send out those save the dates nice and early. It's a holiday weekend. Folks don't have any excuse for not coming to your wedding reception. And those dates for Memorial Day, May 27th of 2024, that's a Monday, and May 26th, 2025, that's on a Monday, because Memorial Day is always on a Monday.
It's always on a Monday, and next day is a work day, but something about the Memorial Day weekend, there's a lot of Monday weddings for that. So going back, do you remember how I mentioned about Mother's Day? You don't do it. You just don't have the wedding. But what I always seem to work every single year on Father's Day. What's up with that?
Well, you know how you can solve that problem?
Not take it.
Yeah, that's one of my blackout days, Father's Day and Mother's Day. And they fall on Sunday, June 16th of 2024 and Sunday, June 15th of 2025. When we come back, we're going to go into Independence Day, Labor Day, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and much, much more.
You're listening to the Stress Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is brought to you by Emerge Cosmetics. Are you ready to emerge? A new line of luxurious lipsticks and lip glosses created with the intention of empowerment and coming into who you truly are. Strong, beautiful, and confident. Use coupon code EBI10 at shopemergecosmetics.com for an instant 10% discount. That's coupon code EBI10 for 10% discount at shopemergecosmetics.com. Emerge as the true you.
Welcome to today's Wedding Tip Wednesday, Reception Room First Look. It's a first look for the room. Enjoy all the beauty of this room while it's still untouched. After all, your vendors put many hours and their hearts and souls into your vision. Why not check it out first?
Let me tell you, one of the great things about doing this is, one, you get to see everything in pristine,
looks
condition.
beautiful.
It's great. But also, this gives you a moment together to kind of take it all in and really see the beauty of it all.
Yeah, and relieve the stress. That's one of the things. Look at the room and make it stress-free. That's our Wedding Tip Wednesday for you.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is available on the Stress Free Wedding Planning Facebook group page every Wednesday. Join the group for free.
Don't know what to do for your first dance? Is your future spouse having trouble picking a song to dance with their parent? Worry no more. I have the answer. Go to afterhoursevents.com/contact guest. That is CONTACTGUEST. And you'll be able to listen to hours of music to help you select the right songs for your upcoming wedding. Again, go to afterhoursevents.com/contact guest.
Do you want access to a stress-free wedding planning process? Then go to our website, allthews.atmosphere-productions.com, and get my free report. 8 questions you must ask a wedding professional before booking them. Get it today. That's allthews.atmosphere-productions.com. Look for the free report and learn to shop like a pro from a pro, and go from concern and worry to stress-free wedding planning.
Welcome back to the Stress Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Hi, I'm Sal from After Hours Events of New England, the leader in making your wedding stress-free.
I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions Disc Jockey Service. Experience the difference of a stress-free wedding with our expert knowledge and the difference in quality. And we're discussing wedding dates to avoid in 2024 and 2025. We've already gone from the top: New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Super Bowl Sunday, Valentine's Day, April Fool's Day, Easter, Ramadan, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, and Sal's favorite holiday, Father's Day.
So we took care of the first 6 months of the year. Now we're going to hit the second 6 months. And the very first one, of course, is Independence Day, the 4th of July. This, just like Memorial Day weekend, is typically a very big time for weddings. Depending on the date it falls on, you could do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've had July 4th hit on a Wednesday, and I'm doing now Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, so it's definitely a big time.
And Independence Day falls on July 4th, a Thursday in 2024, and on a Friday, July 4th, and 2025.
So here's another big weekend, and that's the Labor Day weekend. This is another day that DJs find themselves working quite often.
Yeah, I don't mind working Labor Day weekend.
Again, another Monday.
Exactly. A Labor Day always falls on a Monday. So if you're going to have a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or Sunday wedding, Block out the whole weekend because it's party weekend.
And it's always the first Monday of the month.
Yes. So it makes it nice and easy. And that falls on 2024 on Monday, September 2nd and Monday, September 1st for 2025.
Next, Friday, the 13th. So a lot of people have the problem with the number 13.
They do.
They think it's bad luck.
Numerologists. Yep.
Personally,
I don't care.
hogwash.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't get married on Friday the 13th, but I did get married on the 13th.
Oh, okay.
And there's a significance to that day. It was in September. Yeah, Friday the 13th, I don't think it's such a big deal to have it. Have fun with it. How about do a little theme thing for it?
There you go. I would agree totally.
There you go.
Name all your tables horror movies.
Yes. Or name them characters from different horror movies.
Yeah.
Have some fun with it.
Friday the 13th falls on Friday, September 13th of 2024 and Friday, December 13th of 2024. You're in luck because 2025, there is only one Friday the 13th, which is June 13th of 2025. So make a note of that. Unfortunately, 2026, you have to bear with three of them. Friday the 13th is on February 13th, 2026. Friday the 13th, March is 2026. And Friday the 13th, November 2026.
And just in case you didn't catch it just a few seconds ago, September 13th is my wedding day, and it's on a Friday this time. Send all gifts to... No, I'm kidding.
And you will be working that day.
Always do. So the next one is Columbus Day, a.k.a. Indigenous Peoples Day.
Big weekend.
I find myself working on that Monday often.
Yep. And that weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, it is a busy weekend. It's a great weekend when family members come from out of town to weddings. We do a lot of weddings on that weekend.
Yeah, so those, I think there's certain holidays that people almost...
They're attracted to.
And the family realizes, the chances are there's going to be a wedding that weekend. So, Memorial Day being one, Independence Day being the other, Labor Day, and here we go, Columbus Indigenous Peoples Day.
Columbus Day, a.k.a. Indigenous Peoples Day, falls on Monday, October 14th of 2024 and Monday, October 13th of 2025.
Okay, here's a great holiday to have fun at your wedding.
Oh, for sure.
Halloween.
Oh,
now, if you're having an adults-only wedding and you don't have to worry about the kids and someone else can take care of those people's kids and bring them out to trick-or-treat, this is great.
Yep, and it's a good time to play Thriller 3 times a night.
Yeah, that's not the most requested song in October, not at all.
So Halloween falls on Thursday, October 31st of 2024 and Friday, October 31st of 2025. So there are 2 occasions there in the next couple of years that you can have a little fun with Halloween.
A lot of people may not even have considered this day, but I got to tell you, I often work on this particular Monday too, and that is Veterans Day.
Yeah, I don't get too much call for working on Veterans Day, honestly.
If I'm going to work in November, it's typically Veterans Day. Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's just, I don't know how
that just works
people
out
attract to it. I don't understand it, but it's what it works out to be.
And Veterans Day falls on Monday, November 11th of 2024 and Tuesday, November 11th of 2025.
All right, here's a big date that just stay away from it. Just stay away from it. That whole weekend, just stay away from it. Thanksgiving.
It's a great holiday.
It is a great holiday. But if you did it on Thanksgiving Day to start with, that's just, you're ruining everything. Okay. Yeah. And let me tell you, people are so stuffed from turkey Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, don't do it.
It is a good weekend to have weddings, just not that particular day.
Especially that day.
Right. So Black Friday and then Saturday after Thanksgiving, Sunday after Thanksgiving is great. But we're talking specifically Thanksgiving Day, which falls on Thursday, November 28th, 2024, and Thursday, November 27th of 2025.
And remember, Thanksgiving, a big football day.
Oh, yes.
All right, so here we go into our next 2 dates. We're going to put them together. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll be lucky to find anybody who'd do it for you.
Yeah, those are 2 dates that I don't work. I have to black those days off because they're just family days as far as my family is concerned.
Yep.
We have Tuesday and Wednesday, December 24th and 25th of 2024, and Wednesday and Thursday, December 24th and 25th of 2025.
Now let's bring it to the end of the year. New Year's Eve.
It's the big day.
Big day. Now, in my opinion, not the perfect date. It's hard to get vendors for this particular date, too.
Okay. Yep.
A lot of people do some stupid drinking.
And
it's
a crazy night.
You're risking a lot of people, and it's just, I personally don't think it's a good idea.
Yep. I've done several weddings on New Year's Eve. Typically, they're at a hotel that has a venue space downstairs so that the guests all stay at the
that works
hotel.
perfectly then, yeah.
But otherwise, I stopped doing VFW halls and church hall events on New Year's Eve because coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning with a big van, it makes a big target for somebody.
It does. I know in most of my career, every single year I did New Year's Eve. And then there's a point where, the kids,
Yep.
you're taking away the big countdown being together and stuff.
Yep.
So it's like, we have to stop. We have to stop doing this.
Yep. So that's why Sal said that sometimes you can't find vendors who do that day because they black that out.
Yep.
So you can't even book it. But again, it is a popular day. New Year's Eve, Tuesday, December 31st of 2024, and Wednesday, December 31st of 2025. Check your local calendar for city events that may also impact your wedding day. Those are the wedding dates to avoid in 2024 and 2025.
You're listening to the Stress Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
So there you have it. We just shared with you the exact wedding dates to avoid in 2024 and 25. This way you don't stress out about major sporting events or other big national or local events and Friday the 13th.
Now, as you spend the next week planning your wedding, if you want me, Sal, and our community of stress-free engaged couples and wedding experts to answer any wedding-related questions, join us over in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group. Once you're in, go ahead and share your concerns and worries, and we'll let you know if you're on the right track or if there's some things you should work on. The link to join us is in the show notes of this edition, or go to Facebook and search for the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Community.
Remember, a new edition is released every Wednesday. Subscribe and get it first. We'll catch you then. Ciao for now.
Thank you for listening to this edition of the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast. If you enjoyed what you just heard, leave a review and share with a friend or someone who would benefit from this information. Until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
The Stress Free Wedding Planning Podcast is produced and copyrighted by Atmosphere Productions in association with After Hours Events of New England.